Hi, so today we're doing a little bedroom video because my daughter is out in the living room chilling out. I wanted to talk a little bit about two simple ways to increase your money flow coming in, all right? So the first one is detecting what your lowest minimum is and what your upper limit is. If you check back on your accounts, go check all the money streams that you've received, all different accounts and things like that, and go back maybe like 6 months, maybe even a year, and just see what is the lowest minimum that you never come below. Like you never receive less than X amount of money, right? And then you also see what your upper limit is, like what's the max that you've been making, and start seeing like if there's a pattern. Because I know when I started doing this, there was definitely a pattern. And it was going back like years. It was going back years. And I even moved to different countries. So even like with the bills and things being very different, moving from London to Sweden, where London, the rent was £1,350 a month, to moving to Sweden, which is the equivalent of like a much larger house for like, what was it, like £500 a month? So, and still my money was the same. Like my in and out was the same. But I want to focus on the ins, right? Like the money we get into your accounts, it's the same. So if you go look back, and then you can detect where your lower minimum is and what your upper. So the upper is like, you can't imagine making more than this, there's a ceiling there. And the lowest is like, you cannot like fathom making less. It's just not possible for you to make less, so that's where your energetic minimum is and your energetic maximum. So obviously you want to increase it, right? And it can be hard if you've been setting a manifestation goal that goes way higher than that, because your subconscious will pick up on that and see it as impossible, right? So you either like tweak your subconscious with reprogramming your mind with subliminals and hypnosis and meditation, journaling about, why couldn't you make more than X amount of dollars and or whatever currency you are in, and prove it different, and see all the ways it could happen, right? Remember, there's so many different ways that money can come to you if you're open to it. I've even had bills just being zeroed for no reason and gotten like refunds that I didn't know about, or like impossible. Like it's just weird stuff happens that I'm very open to. But don't get locked into like the money can only come one way. Also, the money like if you're having certain blockages about money coming to you, maybe you manifest an increased amount with your spouse or someone else that you benefit on money from, right? If you are living with your parents, for example, maybe the money that you are more open to will come through your parents, and that will give you an increase in abundance when it comes to like food and things and stuff like that. But so what I would suggest is, set an amount, like your next money goal, set it just like a little bit higher than your like maximum energetic minimum. Maybe like add like $1,000 to it, something like that, like $500 or $1,000, and work your way up, and then be open to different ways of money coming to you. And what else? Yeah, listening to the guidance, the intuitive nudges. It's like the universe is leading you with breadcrumbs. Just think Hansel and Gretel, right? So you're gonna get these like small hints and intuitive nudges to do stuff when it's time. And you get these by being in the mode of receiving, and being in mode of, high vibration, being relaxed, being content, just going doing fun stuff. Getting yourself in a meditative state, like doing the dishes, doing laundry, taking a walk, or meditating, like sitting up or laying down. But work on that. That's like my best tip for like just becoming aware of where your lowest and your highest is, and then work your way like little incrementally up and up, right? And once you start, you know, mastering the small nudges, like the small increases, then you can start going higher, you know. Then you can add like maybe 5K, you know, like wherever you feel comfortable, because it has to be felt like it's possible for you. All right. And as you are going about your days, like for example, the monthly goal, always see the money coming into your account. Go like walk around daydreaming about it. Just seeing like, okay, $100 there, or like if you've seen like big bonuses or stuff like that coming in, just like go imagine the different ways the money could come to you. So that plays with the imagination and your visualization, and opens up to, you know, just the possibilities of money coming from different sources. All right. So the second tip is, what you focus on expands, right? We all know this by like, if we get like a little wound on our arm or something, and we start picking on it, and we start like focusing on it, and like we just won't leave it alone, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. But then we suddenly take our mind off of it, and it just heals with like a day or two. So if you would have not picked on it from the get-go, it would have been growing and expanding in energy and time, right? So that's the same with money. Like if you're focusing more on the bills increase, and it causes you stress, right? If you're focusing on the money coming in and feeling good about the money coming in, then you're increasing the energy around that, and you know, the vortex will open and more money will come in. So I'm always very aware of my bills coming out, like going out, and I'm just always trying to feel at peace with that money, you know. If it's something that I don't feel good about, I'm trying to like pay that off, or like change the way I'm seeing it, the way I'm feeling about it. Like taxes, for example. Trying to think all the good stuff that comes with it. And buying food, you know, if you're someone who feels better about ordering takeout when you could be cooking at home, just think about, you know, the businesses and the employees that benefit from the money that you're putting into that restaurant and that service of delivering, for example. And focus on the good, positive parts of it, instead of the negative, like with the guilt and shame that you should be cooking because you do have food at home. Like, so just wherever it doesn't feel good with the money going out, try to just shift the way you're seeing it. All right, to tweak it to like a more positive spin. But I always keep on track on the money coming in. So all my business sales and things like that, I just keep it in a spreadsheet or on my phone, and I just, you know, add it like as soon as there's a sale coming in or something else, like some other money coming into my account, I just write it down. Sorry, my camera is shaking. I'm on the bed, so. And always like writing the sum of it, the amount of money that, and just for every sale to come in, just change the amount of money, and then also like see what's left to hit the goal, basically. But not like obsessing over the goal, just knowing and having faith that the target will be hit, you know. And yeah, that's like one of my best tips, to just track the income, and that will, you know, expand in energy, and you know, you focusing good, you know, good energy on that money coming in. All right, and not stressing about like where you are at the goal, because when you're manifesting, sometimes it's like the universe wanted to see like like test your faith a little bit. So sometimes it won't even hit like until like the day before, or like even like on the day of, you know, when your budget should be met, or like your goal should be met. And it's just about like having faith and trust in that it actually will happen. You know, I will cover more on this, but I just wanted to say these two little quick things for you, and let me know if it, you know, it's valuable for you, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.